I'm putting together a rifle for my sons to shoot. Here we've got a Sears Model 25 bolt action 22. And what I'm working on is installing sights. So this rifle was in very poor shape and was missing the front sight completely with no dovetail. And then also the rear sight was broken, but repairable. So what I decided to do is just use some sights out of my stock laying around. These came from an old Mossberg. And what I'm going to show you guys is how to find your holes if you have the part. So the first thing we're going to want to do is take a couple measurements. So we're going to look here, and I'm going to try to explain it to you guys. It's pretty easy once you know what you're looking for. So we'll take this sight right here, for example, and what you want to do is take a measurement from the outside of one of your holes to the outside of the other hole. In this case, it's 0.745. Okay, that is from the outside of this hole to the outside edge of that hole. Next, what you're going to want to do is measure the diameter of each hole. These holes measure 0.138. After that, you can divide 0.138 in half to get your radius, which is 0.069. And what you need the radius for is you need to know how far from the edge of this circle here to the center your hole needs to be. And we're going to use that measurement here in a minute. So what you do, once you have these measurements down, go ahead and lay your sight down wherever you think you want to put it. Make sure your action is level. I used a cheap drill press for this. Make sure your action is level. There's a bunch of different ways you can do that. If you have something like this action where it's rounded, you can put a scope base on it and level with the scope base. Now that's not perfect, but obviously if you're doing this yourself, you are not worried about perfection. You're just trying to make it work. So it'll get you very, very close, and especially with adjustable sights, it's not going to be a big deal. So go ahead and set this where you want it, and once you figure that out, you can go ahead and drill your first hole. I used, this is the drill press that I used right here. Just a little press with a cross slide vise, and I had the barrel in here and completely level, side to side, front and back. That way, once I find where I want to put my sight, I can mark it with a drill bit. So once you've got it marked, or you can go ahead and drill your complete hole, then you can use your math. So you're going to take this hole measurement from right here, and you're trying to find out how far away from that hole your second one needs to be. So what you're going to do is take your first number, 0.0745 in my case, from the outside edge to the outside edge, and subtract the diameter of one complete hole, which is 0.138. And that'll give us 0.607. And that is the distance that these holes need to be apart from each other, from center to center. So then what you can do is, while still in your drill press, let me get a, here we'll pretend that this is a drill bit. So after you drill your first hole, we're not going to move anything. You're going to bring your, bring your drill bit up, and then move in your cross slide vise the action this way, exactly 0.607. And then you can mark for your second hole. So that is the easiest way to do it. And there are a bunch of different ways you can go about this, but without fancy tools and a mill with proper measurement marks, this will get you on pretty much every time. You can get it done with just calipers and a drill press. The cross slide vise makes it extremely easy because you're not having to reposition anything. You're just turning one axis here and moving it down the way to the next hole, and everything else is staying aligned. So that's the easiest way. What I'm doing here is I'm actually having to do both sides. So anyway, hopefully that helps you out. If you have to watch this video a couple times to understand my math, I understand that. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. Thanks for watching.